Hello, everyone. Malcolm Tanner here, and I'm here with my author friend Steve Bassett. Also goes by the pen name Eli Pope in his writing, and I'm going to ask him a few questions today, and he can fill you in on some of the things that got him started in writing, some of the books he writes, and how you can find his books and purchase them. First, Steve, I'm glad you're here. Let's have a toast that we're together today. What made you decide to write?
I've always wanted to write, but it was one of those bucket list things, and it actually took personal tragedy that gave me or near personal tragedy that gave me my first story that I decided, hey, I can do this. My sister had published a book, and I thought, well, if she can do it, I can do it. So a little bit of competition, a little bit of finding the right story, and all timing, really.
Great. How long have you been writing?
Well, actively since 2019. That's when I wrote my first novel that I published. So.
I've read most all of Steve's books, and I read that first one, and I was really enchanted with his writing. It was really good, and it really kind of pulled me in. So the rest of the books were a lot easier to read because I already knew his style, and I already felt that. Which book that you've written is your favorite, and why?
That's a tough question because I really like my series, but it's pretty dark, and a lot of people would struggle with the darkness in that. But, book 4 of that, The Reclamation, is probably my favorite. It was my favorite to write because I really liked the character, and I wrote it from a female's perspective, which was part of it. It was a challenge, and I enjoyed it. I like one that I'm working on now, about to wrap up. Best, but it's not out there yet.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about that one. What made you change genres and look in a different direction with this book and its title?
Well, after 5 books of really dark subject matter, psychological thriller, it was time for me to climb out of the cave and see if I could do something a little more uplifting. So this is a book market aimed more at the female reader.
Okay. What messages are your books trying to convey in your first series with Billy J. Cater as the main character? I loved Billy J. Cater in the book. I really, you could visualize Billy J. and kind of see who he was, and you described him so well. But what's the one, message you were trying to convey in that book?
Humanity, how we all deal with it. There's a lot of harsh things that happen in this world, and you can let them bring you down, or you can strive to get through them and try to bring the good out of people that maybe haven't been raised with much good.
That's a good answer. What's the one thing you've learned about writing that has stuck with you the most?
You have to keep the attention of the reader. If you mess up and let the book lull, they're going to put it down, and if they put it down, they're not going to pick it back up. So I try to leave at least every chapter with something leaving the reader wanting more, but I even try to do it page per page, so they just have to say, damn it, I'm not going to go to sleep tonight, I'm going to finish this book. That's what I've learned you need to do. It's
Sure.
not always possible.
Sure. Tell us how we can get your books and what formats and on what sites those formats. I know you do audio books, you do paperback, you do ebooks. Tell the fans out there how they can get your books.
Easiest way is Amazon.com. They're listed under either Stephen G. Bassett, which is my first book, The Waning Crescent, or the Mason Jar series is under Eli Pope. And if you like Audible, which the narrator, I know you use Paul too, he is fantastic.
Yes, he is.
We stumbled into getting him when he was kind of fresh, and neither one of us could afford him now if he hadn't already worked a deal with us. But, Audible or Amazon's.
But he's worth every penny, Paul is.
Yes, he is. And you can go to my website and click a link to buy him.
What is your website?
It's www.elipope.com.
And they can go to Audible to get your audiobooks as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And just type in
Eli Pope
and
Mason Jar.
Or books by Eli Pope. Okay.
If you want to pre-study them, you can go to my website, and I've got them all listed. That way you know what you're looking for.
I wanted to say something about Steve at the end that he didn't know I was going to say.
Uh-oh.
But Steve is also an artist, and I think he does his own book covers, which is unique because not everybody has both those talents to be able to write and also make their book covers. But if you look at Steve's covers and go to Amazon and check out his covers for his books of the Mason Jar series, they are so well done. You'll be impressed that he did his own. I couldn't do that. I can't draw stick people, but and I don't understand the color wheel very well. But I sure think a lot of his work and how he does that. You can also go to my website and find my books. I got my shameless plug in here at www.malcolmtanner.com, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button on my YouTube channel and subscribe to my channel. And we'll have more interviews like this. Go find Steve's books. It's under the name, again, Eli Pope, ELIPOPE, and it's elipope.com is his website. So go take a look, because you read one of them, you'll want to read all of them, I guarantee you.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here, Steve.
And review them.
You got anything else you'd like to add?
Review them, man. That's our livelihood to get our names out and our work out is reviewing. Even if you don't like it, give me a bad review, I guess. So, just
Well,
review.
We'd like to thank Big Whiskeys and Nixa for allowing us to be here today and broadcast from the back room here at Big Whiskeys. And we've got one going here, so we're going to
Yes, we
finish
do.
up. Thanks, Steve, for being on.
Thank you. Appreciate it.